She helps me escape my ordinary, leading me to turn my eyes into an eye. Because of her, I can embrace the beauty in my beast. She put her dreams on hold to give birth to her next destiny, child's. The child who loved her during the years she knew nothing, but still managed to be everything I need.
She made me fall in love with words, with rhyme, with wit, storytelling, metaphors, similes. She told me I could make my own world, that I could be my own superhero in a way, give myself my own name. And for that, I'm forever indebted.
Now, she was birthed from poetry. She is the reason I have rhythm. She is the reason I have confidence. She's the reason I'm a dope poet. Simple.
If it was for her, I think my life would be in a darker place because I wouldn't have an escape from life without having her. She introduced me to Tupac, she introduced me to Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, Pusha T, Jay-Z, you know, all the dope lyricists. And yeah, if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be at or how I would conduct myself.
I met this girl when I was 10 years old. And what I love most, she has so much soul. She said, "Excuse me, little homie, I know you don't know me, but my name is hip hop. And I like to rip beats, and from that point, I never turned her off. Always used to get the tension because I turned her on. She used to educate, I used to meditate to the sounds of poetry on a high bass. The basis of our relationship was pure. She gave me a high that THC could not deliver. Had me locked into her bars and beat breaks. The messages were beyond the surface, but even the simple surface lyrics would hit like a heat wave. She spit fire through the instrumentals, sent shockwaves to the mental. Even though she was born in the ghetto, she was a tsunami brewing like a cup of coffee. She was a star in the making, but it wasn't about the bucks she was making. It was more about the lives she was changing. Her name, y'all, was hip hop. Unique in her own right, she inspired me to pick up my own pen to right but wrong. This poem is not about me giving her the flowers she deserves. It's more about acknowledging our breakup. I miss the relationship we used to have. You just don't sound the same anymore. You've fallen onto deaf ears. I don't jam out to you like I used to. You once spoke about community, unity, and spreading the truth. You brought together the old heads and the youth. Beatboxing and talking in rhythm became the only way we knew how to communicate. And because of you, we would draw pictures with our tongues, highlight the details in our turntables, frame our artwork in ways that only people from the South Bronx could understand. Things got sour in our relationship when we became long distance. Went from hearing you down the block from a distance to now seeing you on the television. You became misogynistic and belligerent. As tip drills stripped you of your essence and drill raps became more prevalent. Pleasing the record executives became more important than the messages that you sent to the kids. All eyes were on you as you almost ended up on death row. You became notorious for creating junior mafias, and senior citizens grew accustomed to reckless adolescents. Bad boys who no longer adhere to your lessons. I guess that's why instead of carrying on your legacy, little black children would carry Smith & Wessons. The older you got, the more I start to question your purpose in this life. You once gifted a voice to those who shielded away from vulnerability. You gave vessels from the ghetto of responsibility, and for wordsmiths like myself, you unlocked new doors of opportunity. You turned lunch tables into instruments, our hands into speakers, poets into preachers, but suddenly became an easy target for those leechers who once viewed you as a foreign creature. You sold your dignity in exchange for them checks. They bought your image and photoshopped it with money, drugs, and sex. They forced you to sign in between them dotted lines to make you forget what hip hop was supposed to represent. And the worst part about all this is that I couldn't even be mad at you, because you did what you had to do. And I hate the fact that I still love you like I do. You leave me no choice but to reminisce over you. I don't think I'll ever be over you, it's a hurdle. I'm still in the process of processing the process of your evolution. I'm just hoping one day we can come to a resolution, resolving the conflict between who you were versus who you were meant to be. I'm hoping that you can do a 360 in terms of your origins instead of those bad deals that your masters got you chained to. Yo, I met this girl when I was 10 years old. And what I hated most is that she had so much stole. She said, excuse me, big homie, I know you don't know me no more. But my name is Hip Hop, and I would love to come back home.